Hey guys, it's day number 93 of my Jimmy Ice Bath Challenge here in 2022. It's 365 days of ice bath gloriness, and I've been doing it every single day here all throughout the year 2022, getting into an ice bath. This is the Morozco Forge, so if you're kind of brand new to watching my videos and you see all that ice in there, that's the Morozco Forge. It makes its own ice, and I never have to go buy ice. It's got its own filtration system. It's a really nice little unit. If you can put down the money for it, it definitely is a convenient way to do an ice bath. But I've been getting in there every single day this year, you guys, trying to prove to myself, number one, that I can do hard things. And of course, my neighbor decides to weed eat at the same time that I'm doing my ice bath challenge. Don't you know that I go live at 5 o'clock every single day? See him over there weed eating? Everybody can hear him weed eating. Sounds like an annoying, bug. Anyway, I'll stop belly aching. Day 93 for those of you that just came in, and we're still rocking and rolling on this thing, you guys. Really excited to get in here because today I'm going to do something I've never done before on this ice bath challenge. I love it. Thank you, Dan. It's okay sound-wise. Awesome. Sorry, it's just very distracting for my brain because I'm very focused when I talk on camera. And so if I get a noise that distracts my brain, Anyway, you deal. Thank you for that, though. But yes, today, you guys, I want to try something that I've never done before in the ice bath. I want to see, because you guys know at the very end, I usually go under the water for about 15-20 seconds. Today, I want to try a minute. Can I stay under, let's see what the exact temperature is here today, 32.3 degrees Fahrenheit. Can I stay underwater for 1 minute? Now, obviously, I don't really have a way to exactly count a minute, but I'm going to try to mentally count it when I'm under there. And of course, I've got my clock here, so I'll go under at an even spot and then try to see if I can do it. Now, I won't do it right away. I'll get in. I'll do all my breathing like I always do. Get calm, talk to you guys a minute, and then say, all right, we're going to go for a minute and see if I can go for the minute. Look, if I don't make a minute, I've never gone more than 20 seconds. And my friend Kelly is saying, yes, you're about to freeze your brain. So when I first started doing this, Kelly and everyone else, when I first started doing this, I did get that brain freeze like I was drinking a Slurpee or eating ice cream fast. But the last few times that I've done it, I have not noticed any of that. Obviously, if I start to feel pain or if I start to feel that I need to come up, I will. I'm not stupid about this. But I want to see, can I get under for a minute? Because I feel like all the heat that I feel emanate from my head, which is happening right now, but it's even more intense when I'm in the cold. I think that's a sign the body is trying to say, okay, dunk me. I want to feel that cold. So we're going to give it a go. And look, I'm going to tell you now, if I only go 30 seconds and I come up, I'm going to do another 30 seconds. One way or another, I'm doing cumulatively at least a minute in this ice bath with my head underwater. So hang tight, guys. We will show you that here in just a minute. But thank you for being here. Day number 93 of this Jimmy Ice Bath Challenge. Been a lot of fun. And this thing has been pumping the ice. Look at these big chunks of ice, you guys. I am very impressed, Morozco Forge, of the ability of this thing to make ice. All right, 5 minutes on the clock. And I'm going to get settled, and then we'll go under the water, hopefully, for 1 minute. So here we go. Sounds like my neighbor stopped weed eating. Maybe he heard me. Spoke too soon. He's back. That noise is hard to relax. But I'm going to use it as an allegory for life. Sometimes life's going to have annoying things happen. And it's what you do in the midst of those annoying things that to keep yourself calm that matter. So that's the way I see that fucking noise right now. All right, guys. So yes, today I want to try something I have never done on these Jimmy Ice Bath Challenge videos. You always see me dunk at the end, my head. Right about 15 to 20 seconds, I go under the water and completely submerge my head. And then I come up out of the water, say woo, and I'm done. Today, I thought, you know what? I want to push the bounds of being under the water with my head. Because I feel like I can handle longer. So I have set a goal today of 1 minute. And I'm coming up on a time when I need to get under the water. If I'm going to do this a minute, I need to get under pretty soon. All right, so you guys ready? We're going to go for a minute under the water. We'll take a look at the clock, and when it hits some even number, I will try. Oh, yep. Kelly, you were right. Oh, shit. Brain freeze is a thing. Oh, oh, gosh. The human body is probably not meant to be that cold. The head. All right, that was dumb. I think I made about 25 seconds. Oh, it was starting to get pretty intense. It felt like a big migraine headache was coming on, and it was the brain freeze. Oh, goodness. Wow. Yeah, that sucked. That sucked. I will go under short amount of time, one more time to end it. Oh, shit. Oh, man. What did I do? That's intense. That headache. Oh. I was getting cocky. All right. Nothing like a good walk to warm me up, which I always do post ice bath now. Yeah, I think a minute was a little ambitious. But you guys know me very well. I am very ambitious. I will always push the bounds of what I think I'm capable of. Because how do you know what you're capable of if you don't push those bounds? And so, my poor head, I feel so, I mean, it stopped hurting, but it's just like, I'm just thinking about that. Yikes. Because I was like, oh, I'll make it for, oh, shit, no, I won't. So, but I do feel good, by the way. I love dunking my head in that water. Because when you go under the water and you come up out of it, and like what I feel right now, it's very relaxing. So I'm not diminishing that there is value to going under the water. But a minute was very ambitious. I could probably at some point get to 30 seconds, but I did 25 today before I had to come up, and then I did a short little 5 more seconds. So I did 30 seconds, just not continuous today. So those of you that came in late, it's day number 93 of my 365-day Jimmy Ice Bath Challenge, trying to show people what it's like to go in an ice bath and showing various aspects of it. And today, Jimmy did the most boneheaded thing he's done so far on this. I wanted to go a minute under the water with my head, 32.3 degrees Fahrenheit. I made it 25 seconds before my head was splitting. I literally could feel like a migraine, splitting headache. And I was like, nope. As soon as I felt that, I'm like, oh, I could be the tough guy. I could tough it out. Nope. Wasn't going to happen today, but that's okay. All right, let's see who all's here. Thank you for being here, you guys. Tim, Judd, Denise, Millsy, Carrie, Texas Livingston, Sadie, Dawn, Bulletproof, Dan, Carla. Bulletproof says, go Jimmy 93 with a bunch of fire emojis. I could have used those fire underneath the water, Bulletproof. So. Kira is here. Slimless is here. Dan says, it's okay sound-wise. Yes, I got distracted by the guy weed eating, but it is what it is. Steph says, you're so funny. I try to be. Life's too short to be all the time. I watch some other people do their content. They're just so straight-laced all the time. How do you do that? How do you just stay so formal all the time? It's formal. Jimmy not formal. Jimmy never tried to be formal. Jimmy likes to have fun too much to be formal. Wookie is here. Clements is here. Kelly and Jules and Steph says, is it hot where you are? No, it's actually very beautiful. Maybe like in the 70s. Big bright sunshine here in South Carolina. So yeah, very comfortable temperatures. I am anxious to see when it gets warmer, even warmer, like the 90s, what that ice bath's gonna feel like. But for now, it's in the 70s. Feels great. Feels really great. Clancy's here, 128. Red Top, Carolyn, Elizabeth, Low Carb Keto Star, Lara, BDMF guy. He says, I'm impressed with that daily ice discipline. Thank you. I set a goal at the beginning of the year, my bud, that I was going to do this every single day, 5 minutes a day. Because I wanted to see what would happen. Like, I supposed that some things would happen. And there was a lot of things that I had no idea what was going to happen. But I was going to be a conscious observer of whatever happens and report to you guys what happened. So here we are. 93 days in. And I'm reporting all the things that have happened all throughout the year so far. It's been great. A lot of surprises. One thing I have not talked to you guys about in terms of an expectation that I had that I have not seen is pretty significant fat loss, because one of the things that this is doing is it's recruiting white fat to come join the brown fat. And you guys know I've talked extensively about brown fat. Brown fat is kind of in the upper part of your shoulders, shoulder blades, and your neck, and kind of the back side of your body, the upper side. And so that is what helps keep you warm. That is my theory about why I get this anticipatory thermogenesis where my body warms up right before I get in the ice bath, which, by the way, tested today, 99.6 degrees Fahrenheit, about 15 minutes before I was supposed to get into the ice bath. And I'm sorry for the wind. I know you guys hear it on the microphone. So, with the increase in the brown fat, ostensibly recruiting a lot of my white fat, my body fat, you would think that I would be seeing fat loss from this. And I'm not using calipers, and I'm not using any kind of body fat analysis, but just subjectively feeling it and looking at it. I'm not seeing a lot of movement there. So that was an expectation from this, not a goal. I don't care if it happened or not. I mean, I wanted it to happen, but I just thought it would happen, is the point. Especially in combination with a good diet. And so maybe it hadn't been long enough. I don't know. So I'm going to keep at it, obviously. But that was one thing I did expect that I have not seen. But it's all the other things that I did not expect that I have seen that have made this more than worth it. And those are the things I keep talking about. Kay Duncan is here. BDNF guy got a kick out of me coming up and holding my head. So yes, it definitely dialed up my senses, my brother. Yes. Frisk is here. Lil Millsy says neighbor dialing it up with a chainsaw. Yeah, that's him over there. It sounds like a chainsaw, but it's just the weed eater. Spooky Actions here. C. Millsy is here. Wow, that is so loud. BDNF says, my neighbor does the exact same thing and very intentional. Well, I don't think he's doing it intentionally. He works hard all week long, and so the weekends is the only time he can work on his yard. Sarah is here. Heather. Vicky. Bunty Epps. Kelly is laughing at me for the brain freeze. See, Kelly, you warned me. You had very motherly instincts there. Here comes the brain freeze. You knew. Just don't give me hell about it later, Kelly. We'll be okay. Gabby's here. Nutrient Dense Teas is here. Bulletproof says, oh, shoot. Yeah. Mary is here. Bulletproof says, Jimmy is taking risks. Yeah, it wasn't a bad risk. It's not like I pushed myself to stay under after that headache started. As soon as I felt the pain across my forehead, I was like, nope. Coming up. Wave the white. I should have had a little white flag coming up out of the water. Nope. Surrender. So, yes. My girls is here. Get some good sleep. Probably got some good brain pruning. LMAO. Yes. No, look, I think making our brains cooler, obviously not painfully cooler, but cooler it does a good thing. This is why you dunk your head. Even if you're doing a cold shower, you want to make sure that head gets just immersed in the cold water, because this is a precious commodity. It is to me anyway. Obviously your heart's a precious commodity, but your brain you want to keep in tip-top shape. And I think a lot of people walk around with a lot of brain inflammation, where there's literal heat emanating from it. And so dunking your head, this is why I think a lot of the mental health benefits that come from ice baths happen. I think they happen because you're calming down that inflammation in the brain, which is why I love dunking my head. And look, I didn't dunk my head for the first 6 weeks of doing these ice baths. I was too scared. And then it got to the point where I felt such heat emanating out of it. It's like, I've got to dunk it under the water to relieve all that heat happening. And then I started doing that, and I saw my deep sleep improve. I started feeling better. I started having better attitude and mood, and I was like, whoa, okay, there's something to dunking the head. So if you're currently doing either cold showers, or you're trying to do ice baths, and you're not dunking your head in that cold water, do it. Now, don't do it for a minute like Jimmy tried to do today, but do it for 10 seconds, 15 seconds, however much you can tolerate it. I got to 25 seconds, but it was, I was already hurting in the head pretty bad by like 20 seconds. And then 25, I was just like, can I do it? Can I do it? I can't do it. Up. So, Beth says, I appreciate that you do these different things and share your experiences. Sorry about the brain freeze. Yeah, I'm okay. In the moment, it's not fun having brain freeze. But yes, for science, I do it all. Do it all for you guys. Dawn Maria's here. Samantha's here. BDNF guy says, warrior. Try to be. Try to do the things that could help. And in today's case, might not help. So, you know what not to do. Don't try. Say, I'll do the things first so you don't have to do them later. If they fail, which this one, I don't know. I mean, I get plenty of benefits because I stay under typically 15 to 20 seconds. So I get plenty of the calming of the brain heat with doing that at the end. Plus, it's my signature to end my ice bath, dunking my head under the water 15 to 20 seconds, bounding out of the water and going, woo! I'm kind of known for that now. I actually had a mom write me the other day. She said, my kid loves your ice bath videos. I'm like, really? Said, yeah. And the kid plays sports. And when they go under the water, they come up out of the water, they say, woo! I was like, no way. I was like, please take a video of that. I have got to see that. But inspiring the youngins, apparently. And that's cool. Avocados is here. Nick is here. Kira says, Jimmy, you need a snorkel to continue breathing and not hold your breath under the ice water. Yeah, that's an interesting point, Kira. I know you're kind of half joking. That's a good point. Holding the breath might be creating more pressure, cranial pressure. And maybe because of that, the cold is more intense, which causes the brain. Well, dang it, now I've got to do another experiment, Kira, to test your theory. But you're right. I wonder if I breathed normally, but then went under the water, how would that change things? I don't know. That's a really good point. Damn you, Kira, I don't need another experiment to do. And I don't want another brain freeze. But I like it. Thank you for your outside the box thinking. F. Vallette's here. Love the Mountains here. The real Tim Shady's here. Ace, Mario, Donnell, Cherish says, hey Jimmy, 2 times in one day. Yes. You guys missed my walk and talk earlier. I talked all about why or what you need to do when you feel like giving up. Talk a lot about kind of internal motivation versus external. Go watch it. Everybody said it was very philosophical and inspiring today. So it's up on YouTube as well as here on Instagram if you want to watch today's walk and talk. Karen's here. Don't go back to sleep is here. Kira says, that's what I was thinking, that the holding of the breath has made it worse. It's a great theory. I wasn't even thinking of that aspect of it, but not opposed to it. I would have to go buy a snorkel, but those things aren't expensive. I'll think that one through, Kira. Bulletproof says Jimmy needs to go diving with a scuba suit in Alaska. Hey, one of my bucket list things to do is to go somewhere where there is ice, like a big sheet of ice on a lake or something, and then have to break through the ice to get in to do the dip. I would love that. And I'm getting tagged in all these videos. People find people doing, real ice in a lake kind of challenges and things. They're always tagging me in these. I'm like, I would be there. I would so do that. So one of these days, I'll get to that. Helga is here. Lara says, come to Canada. Yeah, Canada definitely has plenty of those opportunities to bust through the ice. That is for sure. That is for sure. I remember I did a speaking gig in 2016, I believe it was, in Ottawa. And they said, you better come now because the country's going to shut down soon. And I was like, what are you talking about? Oh, it gets like 20 degrees below freezing, 30 degrees below freezing. I'm like, really? Yeah, so yes, I'm aware of Canada's very cold weather. Just go to Minnesota in the winter, says Dawn. Yeah. I got to talk like the Minnesota. Got to go to Minnesota. I'm one to talk. I'm a southern boy through and through. So y'all can talk like a hick, and I'll talk like Minnesota. Laura's here. JMJA is here. So yes, guys, here in day number 93, I did attempt to put my head below the water, 32 degrees Fahrenheit, for more than, I was trying to hit a minute, but more than I normally do. And I did it. Dawn says, yeah, sure, you betcha. Exactly. So I made it about 25 seconds before I had a splitting headache and needed to come up out of the water. But we tried it. Saw how it would go, and it didn't go. So but always grateful to have you guys here. As always, if you're watching on the replay on YouTube, on Facebook, or even here on Instagram, go follow me on Instagram, Living Low Carb Man, LIVIN LOWCARBMEN. Would love to have you join in live when we go live at 5 p.m. every single day. I'm all the time trying new things, sharing new science that I come across, and obviously giving practical tips about how you do cold therapy. And I want to know, are you doing cold therapy? Are you getting in at least a cold shower? You don't have to get into a frigid ice bath. If you've never done this before, you always start with where you are. And where you are, if you've never done it, is after your hot shower, go to a warm shower. And then warm shower, you get that perfected, then go down slightly cooler, work your way down. And before long, you'll be begging to go into an ice bath because your body will be ready. All right, guys, let me pop off of here for now. Thank you so much for joining me. I will tell you tomorrow, those of you who are in the keto carnivore world, tomorrow I have an interview at 1 p.m. Eastern with a lady, Christina Oman is her name. I've known her for several years. I met her at the Keto Fest conference several years back now. Sweet lady, she's long been a keto coach, but she noticed something about 2 years ago happening in the keto world that made her say, you know what? I want no part of the keto community anymore. She feels like that there are sections of the keto community that have become highly toxic. And I thought that was really interesting because I'm sure you guys have noticed some of these same tactics. So we're going to talk about it. I talk about everything on my podcast, so I thought it was a really interesting topic. We will talk about that quite openly tomorrow. So 1 p.m. Eastern time is when that is. And then, of course, get back in the ice bath again at 5 p.m. Eastern. So have yourselves a great rest of what's left of your weekend. And I will be back again tomorrow. So thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you again soon. Bye, guys.